Hey there, good afternoon. I have been wanting to get this out all day, but it's been one thing after another, so I just dropped the kids off at dance, and here I am in my car. So you get the car video today. So, how are we doing on those baby steps? Okay, so we had a week where we talked about breakfast. We had a week or so where we talked about hydration. This week we're going to talk about lunch, and more specifically we're going to be talking about lunch on the go. Trying to get that lunch in a healthy way that really can get you through the day. Everyone talks about don't skip breakfast, and I 100% believe in that. However, lunch is important too, so don't skip it either. I know we can get busy and we can just plow through, but this is what happens when you skip meals. Any meals, okay? Your energy is going to get low and you're going to have a hard time doing the activities. So you think I'm too busy to stop and eat. Well, you're going to be more productive if you do stop and eat, because your body is going to begin to slow down or even shut down as you're trying to, keep on slogging through and without giving it fuel, okay? Because it wants to save energy. You're not giving it the energy it needs, so it's gonna slow down. That means your metabolism slows down, your digestion slows down, and then when you do go to eat later, and usually we overeat when we skip meals, your body will process that food slower, which means that skipping meals leads to weight gain. Okay? So don't get me started on the intermittent fasting thing. Okay. So when you are working outside the home and you have to have that lunch, it's not practical to go out every day, and most of the time the choices aren't good choices anyway. So how do you get your lunch so it's something you can eat? That's what we're going to be talking about this week, okay? The easiest way is to automate your lunches. And there's as many different ways of doing that as there are people. But you could say Monday is always going to be this, Tuesday is always going to be that, Wednesday is always going to be that, because you don't want to have to think about it. I am a big believer in decision fatigue, as I get asked literally hundreds of questions every day by all those children. Yeah, you don't want to have to think about what you're having every day. Or you could just make one thing and that's what you eat all week. There are different ways to do it, but preparing things in advance over the weekend can make things so much better. That way they're in the fridge. You just have to grab and go, and that way you can nourish yourself without having to zap more mental energy. All right? So all week I'm going to be giving you different ideas, but here's just a few to get you going, okay? Hummus with veggies. Hummus is primarily chickpeas. However, it usually has a lot of oil in it. So since you're doing a chickpea, which is legume with oil, that is not a good weight loss solution, okay? So find a low carb recipe that uses mostly cauliflower. I've got one of those. Or a chickpea one that uses a lot less fat. Okay, so but just traditional hummus, if you're looking to lose weight, is not a good choice, okay? But we can find derivatives, okay? So hummus with veggies, because chickpeas are fantastic protein. Deviled eggs, easy to make ahead and take and have those, again, with veggies, always good. Egg salad would be another good one if you're into that. I'm not a big egg salad person, I gotta admit. When I had planned this out, I had planned to have like props that I could show you so you'd know what I was talking about. I'm going to have to take pictures when I get home, because the next one I'm going to mention is a type of cracker. It's called Wassa crackers. And not all Wassa crackers get the thumbs up, but I tend to buy the light rye kind. They now have come out with a bazillion other kinds. So I've actually got a graphic that I'm going to put in the comments that shows which ones are okay, which ones to stay away from, and how many you can have. So Wassa crackers, they're not gluten-free, by the way. So even though it's made with rye, there's still a little bit of wheat in there. So if you have to be strictly gluten-free, I need you to not do that one. But with light Laughing Cow cheese, spread with that. Some deli meat and spinach on top, or cucumbers. That stuff is good, really good. So that's a good choice. And, don't spread the Laughing Cow on the wasa, though, before you leave home. You have to keep it in the little, because it'll make the wasa mushy, and that's not good. Okay. Apple with a dip. That's, there's a recipe in the Trim Healthy Table cookbook, I believe. And it's basically like Greek yogurt that you put defatted peanut flour in and sweeten it up. So it's kind of like eating that apple with peanut butter, but you're not having that fuel collision that we want to stay away from. You have an apple, which is carbs, and if you did peanut butter, that's fat. That is not conducive to weight loss. But you're having zero-fat Greek yogurt flavored as peanut butter with your apple, you're good to go. And you're getting the protein from the Greek yogurt too. Fruit with cottage cheese. Easy, simple lunch, right? Protein bars. Again, pick your protein bars carefully, okay? I can definitely endorse the Trim Healthy Mama protein bars. Next down the rung of what we want to have, I like the Kirkland protein bars from Costco. They're one of the cleanest ones out there, and because it's Costco, they're actually pretty cheap, and you get a big old box of them. If you're near like just a grocery store and you need to run in, grab a Quest bar. Okay, they're gonna run you like $2.50 in a grocery store, but hey, it's better than going and getting a French fry. Okay, but always good to have just one of those in your desk in case of emergency. Don't be eating any protein bar regularly as a meal replacement. Your body needs real food, but once a week, that's fine. Sandwiches on either sprouted bread if you're using a light deli meat, or you could do a low-carb tortilla or a Joseph Lavish. Again, I'll take pictures of the ones I have in my freezer. Pardon any freezer burn that might be on them. Or skip all those and do a lettuce wrap with your deli meat and your cheese and everything as a sandwich alternative. Think of a Jimmy John's Unwich, which would be a good, it's actually right over there. And it's one of the few fast foods that I do with some regularity is I get a Jimmy John's Vito Unwich. I love that one. Another thing to consider if you work outside the home, and this would work for your workplace. I understand it wouldn't work everywhere, but it's like a little mini crock pot to take something in, to keep leftovers warm or something like that. It's just an alternative, especially if you're not into the microwave. So those are just some ideas, but I will have more coming with links and recipes to get you going. Let me know if you have questions, if there's anything I can help you with, and if you've got some great lunch ideas that really rock your world, please let us know so we can learn from you too. So that's all I got. I will talk to y'all later. Love ya. Bye.